like the video, thumb up the video.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
If you're conscious and awakened, you heard about Signetter TV. If you're conscious, why you hating? Some of us think too small, just too afraid to fall. If you're conscious and awakened, you know that the studio gets deep. Black news and history in the making. Let's get up from the fall, wise up and take it all. It seemed like everybody watched the House of Consciousness. Got them tuning in here in the States to every continent. You got your holy book, your references and documents. Then hit your brother's sign, get it cracking if you're confident. Signetter TV, it don't get no more reality. It's helping us stay mindful of the struggle in totality. Humble yourself and let the commentary resonate. Living in these times, this here is sure to help you elevate. In a new zone. Hope the dialogue ain't too strong. Y'all know that we've been waiting too long. And ever since I stepped into this paradigm, most of the time all I got is building on the TV is a black throne, where kings and queens come get their facts on. Just be prepared to have your mind blown. And ever since I stepped into this paradigm, most of the time all I got is freedom on my mind. For real, for real.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. Come on, bro. I'm live right now on 1, 2, 3, 4 channels. So the views are mixed up right now. I'm live on 4 channels. All right. 4 channels. Signetter University. Black News 102. Signetter HOK. And Signetter Studios. So I'm here to deliver this message. If y'all did not see this great and illuminating, powerful debate, you already know what you got to do. Bless the God, baby. Bless the God. Hit that Cash App. Let's make it happen. If everybody donate, we can have this debate in no time. Everybody, we all get to see it. Let's show some love if you want to see the debate. All right, because I got to pay out some people as well. I got Brother Jabari coming on the Cam Up podcast tomorrow, 7 o'clock sharp. Jabari will be in the building. And then we got Dame Calloway scheduled. Dame Calloway will be in the building. We got a powerful lineup. Some people is asking for donations. Some people is asking for something. So I said, instead of just begging my people for something, give them something. And so I said, I'm going to give them the Ali Muhammad versus Brother Jabari. This was an awesome debate between Jabari and Ali. Make no mistake about it. This was awesome. And this was pertaining to Africa. Okay. It got heated sometimes. Some of it got heated. Some of it got heated.
Africa Town, the site of the last slave ship, is suing over the pollution because the government in Florida, because they ain't
things. So we just want to clear it up because people did ask. There were some things they had for both of the
See the
debates. I'm not
clarity
sure
of
how y'all
it?
want to do that.
See the clarity of it?
That we use for basketball today. I promise you won't be disappointed.
enjoy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, brother.
Okay, go ahead, brother Domo. It's on you.
All right, what's good, everybody? Y'all come on in. Y'all welcome. It's still morning here on the West Coast. So I'm gonna say good morning to y'all. Know it's good afternoon to everybody else. We in for a big one today. Y'all done seen the, the conversation, the back and forth. We've hyped it up as much as we can.
Yeah.
And now we are here. House of Consciousness, big league debate production. We got Chief Ali. We got Jabari Osaze. Again, God Body, the Mayweather of Consciousness. We about to get it in. So first, we'll go ahead and let the debaters introduce themselves before we get into the ring. Speak to y'all. We're gonna start out with Brother Jabari. Go ahead and holler at the people for us.
Peace, family. I'm so honored to be able to speak to you again. I really enjoy having high-level discussions and discourse. I'm really looking forward to this debate. I think it's a really critical topic that we need to address and finally come to some understanding of. I am a historian who has really focused on the history of Africa and African people for all of my adult life, for the last 30 years. And I want you to also understand that in doing that, not only did I receive a degree in Africana Studies, not only have I continued to take study trips, tomorrow will be my 24th study trip to Africa, but I've also studied the history of the African diaspora, of Africans in the United States and in the rest of the world.
All right, family, y'all already know what I'm saying. If you want to see this debate, let's drop some Cash App. Everybody, you ain't got to all drop a lot. Everybody tip in 5, 10, 20, 50, or if you got it like that, 100, God damn it. We need every drop we can get so that we can keep this knowledge and information moving. All right, we got to hear the sound. We got to hear that music. Let's hear that music in the Cash App. I might give you a double header because the Christina Nick Nepal video is still out there. I didn't bring that out yet. So come on, man. I'm here to try to get something rocking with y'all. Let's get it in. Let me throw my link out there in case some of y'all want to come in. I ain't going to be long. I'm not going to be here long. So let me drop that link in case somebody would like to come in and talk about it. There go all the channels that I'm on. When I drop a link, y'all see it. Those are all the channels that I'm on right there. Anybody would like to come in and speak on that? I'm going to wait for a while because we got to hear that bell ring. We want to hear the bell ring. If the bell ain't ringing, that means ain't nobody singing. I want to be able to hit that high note tonight and say, let's bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Hit that high note, Sonetta. Unpair. And then we got the pair. Family, once again, we got Dr. Ali Muhammad. We got, damn, I was getting ready to say Brother Polite. I'm used to saying that shit with them two. Ali and Polite, they ass went to battle. They went to war in the years before. Trust and believe that. They asses went to war. They had many fights. I just got through. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. Can somebody, one of my mods, throw the link in the chat for Cam Up Podcast? Matter of fact, in specific, the Vocab Malone discussion we just had earlier today. Y'all gotta start coming over there and showing support. Hit the bell. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get that notification. Okay? Was about 200 and something people over there. I know it's a new channel, but come on, man. We got to get it. We got to get it, y'all. Make sure y'all go over there, show some love, and subscribe to that channel. That's where I will be doing all the interviews. I don't know why I got to keep saying it. All the interviews will be on that channel. Y'all missing some good interviews. I did a good interview with Vocab Malone today. Check. Good interview with Vocab Malone. So come on over there. Let's hit something.
And so I believe that this conversation will be interesting. I will tell you that some of my students may be here. You may know that I'm a professor of African history at Hunter College. Some of my students may be watching. So that means I'm going to be easy on Ali. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. They are expecting me to settle this score. And so I look forward to doing that. Today, we're going to learn about the origin, the culture, and the legacy of African people in the New World. I look forward to having this discussion.
All right, we appreciate that, Jabari. We look forward to hearing it from you. Chief Ali, Jabari.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Go ahead and holler at the people for us.
All right. First of all, I'd like to thank Sarnetta and all of his staff for setting this opportunity up for me and Jabari. All the brothers who all throughout the years, when YouTube first began, I sat with Sarnetta and we started doing videos on YouTube. This was 2006. All right, so that's quite a while ago. And it led to more open debates where we debated in person. I've debated many of the House of Consciousness scholars in person. And it's been a journey. I want to thank the audience for showing up because you guys decided to lend over your hard-earned energy to come and listen to us to have a discourse. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. You will learn things that you have never heard. You will leave here wanting very, very badly to study. About myself, my personal history, I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. My first levels of education took place at Temple University, where I graduated. I have a scholarship to Temple University. I played football for Temple University, D1 footballs. I was in the house, and I continued my journey on. My socio-political affiliation.
All right, family. I don't see the Cash App moving. If y'all want this debate, y'all got to show some love in the Cash App. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not giving you everything for free. You pay for everything else. You go to the movies. You go, you buy your weed. You buy your liquor. You know, you do what you do. So I'm asking you to support your own now. Support your people now. I need support so I can therefore begin to take on more and do more of these debates. So if you want to see the debate, y'all, show some love. We got 400, close to 500 people in the building. Not on this stream, but it's spread it out. We got 500 people. I'm looking at the StreamYard because we live on 4 channels. So it's spread it out. So we got 500 people in the building right now. There's no way my Cash App is not over $100 from our people. Y'all getting tight, y'all getting stingy, and y'all holding back. If you want to see a good debate, show some love. Show some love and hit the Cash App, whether it's 5, 10, 20, 50, or 100 if you're doing good. Come on, man. I've been giving y'all free debates all through the years for a long time. It's only right that you bless the Cash App now. We don't hear no ringing. We got to hear the ringing. We want to hear it singing. Shout out to my man King Simon. I see you, beloved. I see you. Yeah. One of the things I moved on from was leaving the gutter and the fake Israelites alone. So y'all won't be seeing that much on the panel no more. All them fake ass niggas, they can stay where they at because they don't know how to deal with me like a man. They all gets personal. All them faggots, all them suckers, they all get personal. They don't know how to deal with me with the information like I do them. And you know it's easy for me to talk about their mama and talk about their wives, but I ain't gonna do that. What I said was I'm just gonna wipe the floor with them, wipe the state clean, and go back into bringing out my people. That's what I'm saying to myself. Anybody that mess with my enemies, I'm not messing with you. Anybody that deals with my enemy, I cut you loose. I let you go. Stay where you at. Don't come by me. Don't come to me. Stay where you at. Stay over there on them channels. Don't come over here. This is a whole new winter for me. I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. So I'm tired of playing these games with these clowns. That's exactly what they are. I got the hiccups. Clowns. Okay. All right. I just reached the $100 mark. I just reached the $100 mark on the Cash App. And you know I'm looking for more. There you go. Whenever you hear that sound, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get my phone connected. So, damn, I got the hiccups. What are some of the remedies of getting rid of the hiccups? They say drink water, or you can hold your breath, you know, stuff like that. Okay. There you go. Let's get this. I need to hear the ring. Damn, what's up, man? Peace. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? I hear you. You right there.
I see you.
What's happening? Talk to me.
What do you want to know? Ask me a question, you get an answer. Keep it simple. Ask me a yes or no question. I don't
That's
take
not how this thing works. You coming in. What you coming in for? What you want to talk about? I'm not here to interview you, brother. I don't know what you about. I'm trying to find out what you're about.
I'm about love.
All right, come on out the dark then. So stop being scared. Look like you're afraid or something.
No, Sonetta.
Come on out the dark,
right? Or is your name Gary?
Come on out the dark, brother.
I'm in a tent in the middle of the woods, Sonetta.
All right, cut the light on.
I live in the dark.
Cut the light on, brother.
There is no light. I am the light.
Sound like one of them weirdos of me, man. Sound like another weirdo, y'all.
Prove me wrong.
Here we go, man.
Prove me wrong or shut the fuck up.
All right, yeah, he's one of them weirdos. We got to get this creep out of here. He's one of these crazy niggas. One of these crazy black niggas. We got to get him out of here. And not only will I get him out of here, we have banned him from the studio. There you go. That way he can't jump back in. These niggas is crazy. See what I'm talking about, y'all? I ain't got time for that no more. I'm not bringing you in here. I'm not going to argue with you. You cuckoo for cuckoo puffs. And so when you cuckoo for cuckoo puffs, I'll let you be by yourself. These fake Israelites are cuckoo for cuckoo puffs. I'm not dealing with them Trumps no more. Them niggas ain't here. They not built to wake up their people. I woke up more people than they have ever reached. Yeah, in the Bible. And I'm talking about in the Bible. Because they don't really know the scriptures. Check. They don't know the scriptures. Yeah, I know I'm not lying on them. Yeah, I know I'm not lying on them Trumps. For some reason, my phone is not pairing up now. What's going on, man? Okay, there's only one thing to do. Shut it down and then shut it back on.
In the Black community came through the Nation of Islam back in 1998. It was when I first joined the Nation of Islam with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And it was a great experience. I learned a lot about discipline and manhood and brotherhood. And I carried out my studies further. My studies really began to get into this indigenous knowledge, specifically from one lady who is the origin of all of this conversation. Her name was Tierra Verdiasi. She was the mayor of Monroe, Louisiana, and she had a tribe called the Washita. She actually owned land in Poverty Point, Louisiana, and she began this discussion. And one of my FOI brothers introduced me to her back in the 90s. And so my first trip out of the country studying this was to Teotihuacan in 2004. And so at that time, you know, after having read about the places and going to the places, Tenochtitlan, which is Mexico City, and the other places, over all this time, I've come to the conclusion from the research that we need to broaden our scope of the African-American population in the West and their origins. And so with that, I'm a part of a tribe. It's called the Shiamaru Tribal Government. We are a literal tribal government. We started that process back in 2006, or you know it as honor. And so some people call me Dr. Ali Muhammad, but that was my name with the Nation of Islam. I haven't had that name in years. I was born with the name Ali. And so my full lawful and legal name, which y'all probably don't even know, is Amaru Shi Ali. And I developed a curriculum in Muhammad's Islamic Academy. So my background is as a principal.
All right, family, come on, man. If y'all want this debate, show me you want it. We got to get it in. We're going to get it in. You got to show some love in the Cash App. Hit that Cash App link. Let's get it in, y'all. I know we got some cheapies out there. You know, the Israelites, them niggas is hard up. Not all of them, but you know, them niggas don't like to pay for nothing because they don't have no God that they look up to. They want everything for free. Them some freeloading niggas. Hit the panel. Anybody want to hit the panel? Let's discuss this thing. Hit the panel. Let me get it up. There you go. Let's go. There we go. Let me see. Hope is pairing. I hope is pairing. Pair. All right, there you go. Y'all can hear that. So when y'all hear that, you know that's when it's singing. That's when it's singing. Bells will be ringing. Let's go. It's hooked up now. Let's make this joint sing, man. There you go. That's some dollars going in. That's what I want to hear, and I want the people to hear it so we can see if they donate and if the people donate and if the people showing love. Let's go. All right, there's no way I should be on 180, y'all. We got 565 people in the building. 565 people, and you telling me we are on 180? No way. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that, man. So I appreciate you for the endless content. Thank you, brother. Y'all know I've been bringing this information, this knowledge to the people. Huh? Y'all know I've been bringing it. So come on, man, if y'all want to see it. If y'all want to see it, let's get it. Show some love, show some support, and let's get it in. If y'all don't want to see it tonight, I'll come back another day, and we'll get it in probably tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'll do it early, too, so that way we can get ahead and get these donations up. King Simon, man, was you in the building for the debate? You seen it?
Yeah, I was able to see part of it, brother.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I did support, and I support these two brothers immensely. And I want to tell the family, people don't realize how important it is. Like Dr. Khalid taught us about debating, and how, if done properly, it can be very learning. It could be a very good learning experience. And if you watch Dr. Khalid back in his day, in his debating time, he was debating certain people. Europeans, he debated black too, especially if they came out against him, like he did with Chuck back in the day and all those type of things. But it was about opening up the learning doorways, the learning vortex, so people can learn and go study and research for themselves. It's really not about downing or disrespecting elders. Add on to what the elders has presented to us.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we're having now. Me and Sarnetta, I'm one of those people that Sarnetta know I talk to him privately. And
Right.
we and him, I don't do that on the line and dogging people out, because men, we come from a time where men talked to men offline and dealt with each other offline. And then we either apologize and work it out, or we don't talk to each other. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But back in those days, Doc and all the people that was debating, Dr. Africa debated back in the days, John Henry Clark debated back in the days, but it was a very respectable debating forum. And it's important what Sarnetta is doing for this day and time. And he is the godfather from the street antics that went on in Apollo and all that. So support the brother's channel. I love him. He's my brother. I've known him for over 20 years. We going over 20 years. So it's like, it is what it is. I know him from the streets. He know me from the streets as far as doing the promotion heavy. I was never a gangster. I tell people all the time, but I provided entertainment for gangsters, because I provided parties for people from Harlem to Brooklyn to Bronx, and Queens. So people know me from those type of eras, especially in the reggae Caribbean community. So I used to do all that. I even hosted a show right there across the street from where Sarnetta used to set up at the Apollo back in the day. So I've done a lot of this stuff, and Sarnetta's been out there just like I've been out there, and we're like vintage promoters. So when he does things like this, especially with the caliber of debaters that he had on, that he wants to show y'all, it was a good debate. But I was traveling, so I had to leave and come in and come out. But I love what Ali and brother Jabari did. I won't call any winners. Everybody did a great job. As far as
King, did you subscribe to my new channel, Cam Up Podcast?
Now I didn't know you got. I heard you've been talking about this new chapter. I got to check it out. I will check it.
That's where I do the one-on-one interviews.
Okay. I definitely got to get on there, man. We got to talk about these numbers, baby.
Chat, yo. I need y'all to throw that link in the chat. The
Yeah.
Camp Podcast.
I got to get on that channel so I can talk about these numbers because I haven't talked about numbers in a long time with you.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
And one thing about
throw the link in the chat.
And one thing about Sonetta, he started calling names. And one thing about Sonetta, he started calling names, and I started throwing birthdays at him.
That's right. We got the Cam Up link in the chat right now from Bond Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Go on over there, see the latest interview I did with Vocab Malone today. That was awesome. Captain Tazoriak. I got Pastor Bennett coming up. You know what I'm saying? I just spoke to Pastor. I got my Pastor Bennett coming up. He will be in the building sometime this week. Hopefully, we got Jabari tomorrow. Jabari will be there tomorrow for the Cam Up podcast. So come on in, y'all. Thank you, Bond Dog. Appreciate you, brother.
You know, Sonetta, it's time for you to put out your documentary. You know what it is, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do it, man.
Look, our late great Clemson Brown didn't really get to officially put out a real documentary. But you know, you're a keeper of the archives just like he is, and they're doing a memorial service the same day I'm doing Ashra Kwesi that day. So I'm gonna try to pop in and pop out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be rough. I'm doing Ashra Kwesi in Brooklyn at Alkaline Oasis on September 23rd. They can get their tickets at Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. But Clemson Brown, who kept the archives, one of the largest archives, they're doing his memorial over there at the I think of the House of the Lord. Of course, Reverend Daughtry's church in Brooklyn on Atlantic Avenue. Support that, and y'all come to Ashra Kwesi because he's gonna be there till 8 o'clock anyway. So come to support Ashra after that. Mary Rock.
How was Daughtry Church? You been inside of it before?
Oh, yeah. Y'all used to go there for lectures, man. They used to have lectures there.
Is it updated?
Yeah, well, it's still old school, but you remember Sister Burke used to have lectures there, and all the people that used to have lectures there. It's still old school, but it holds about 300 people, 300 to 400 people.
Okay.
It's a nice church. If you talk to Reverend and you know his daughter, Reverend Daughtry's daughter, runs the Barclay.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So good. She's a part of that old team. She's a part of that team and getting people in there. So big up to her.
Over at least 1,000 because I got Jabari and Dame Calloway. So
you knew something.
So that's what I'm looking for right there.
You going back into the Alhambra?
They $4,000 to venue.
What? They went up?
Man, you don't think I made their ass go up? They making a big mistake taking 2,000 from me. But they would come up in there and they were like, "What the hell? $30 at the door? Yo, we got to raise our price." Next thing you know, when I went back in there the next month, she told me $4,000, bro.
But look, Sonetta, if you go there with with somebody that has an organization with a 501c3, they can't charge you but a certain limited amount. They gotta keep there with the donation type setting.
There.
So find somebody that have. I think Tazariak could probably help you with that. I think you have.
You know it. You know me and you on the same wave, brother.
I know. I'm a promoter, baby. I'm a promoter. That's what we do. So man, I love and respect y'all. I'll be in New York for out there, man. I can't wait. I might have to come up and see y'all in Harlem sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
I love you. Peace, bro.
You too, no doubt. All right, family. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all got to come in here. I'm asking y'all, everybody in the building. This is really nothing. Everybody in the building come with $20. $20. Hit the Cash App. Everybody in the building, hit the Cash App with $20. Let's go. Let's hear this bell ring. We're going to wait for a minute. We know how people holding that money. They holding it. They holding it tight. I wanna thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But try to throw it in the Cash App if you can. And I also got a PayPal too. Let me put the PayPal link in there too. I also got the PayPal too. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. All right, we ain't hearing no ringing sounds. We ain't hearing that ringing sound. We slowing down. We slowing down, y'all. This ain't gonna make it tonight. I'm gonna have to come back at y'all tomorrow, and we're gonna do it all over again. We're gonna do it all over again. Y'all ain't gonna get over on me this time. My people. I know y'all say, oh man, that nigga saw getting over on. No, y'all getting over. I'm flipping it back on you. You ain't gonna get over on me. Peace, brother. What's happening, man? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Hey, sorry, you're doing an excellent job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate when I could tap in and see you on live, man. I always learn something from the show.
Thank you, brother.
You know, my big disagreement. I got a disagreement though.
Check out my brother Miller. He said, damn, Sal, $20. You already made the money off the debate. Let me ask you, Miller. Was you there in the debate? Did you see the debate, Miller? Be real with it, because I'm gonna ask you a question. If you say yeah, I'm gonna ask you a particular question, and I guarantee you it's a no, that you did not see the debate. You know, you just here for a freebie, because that's the ones that be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Ask your question.
Hey, what's the debate about?
Dr. Ali Muhammad versus brother Jabari, and we're talking about, were we here before the transatlantic slave trade? Were we here before the slave ship existed? Were we here before that? That's
okay,
what.
That's what I thought. So that's what I'm calling about.
Go ahead.
All right. So my name is Harrison Sanchez. I'm on the West Coast. You feel me? Now, so I'm the proof that we was here before that.
How so?
Okay, so right now, as of today, there's an indigenous tribe that's in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the Caribbean, Senator?
No, you here to teach, brother. Go ahead.
I'm not here to teach.
Brother, I'm here
I'm not a teacher. Y'all the teachers.
You come from the Caribbean, right?
I'm a subscriber.
You come from the Caribbean?
I am Caribbean.
There you go, brother. I'm
100% Caribbean.
I'm all ears. Let's go, because you're gonna bring in some.
But I'm asking you if you know about Caribbean. Have you ever heard of the Caribbean?
Of course, brother. Of course.
Where do you think the people in the Caribbean came from?
Who were the people in the Caribbean?
I can answer that. So have you ever heard of Mansa Musa?
Yes.
Do you know where he was from?
Where was he from, brother?
No, do you know? I don't know if you guys, because you guys preach Pan-Africanism. I done heard you hang up on a lot of people.
Listen, you got to come in and teach.
I'm not here for that, because I ain't trying to get hung up on. If I start teaching, I got to keep going. I got to tell the whole story. Y'all ain't ready for that.
Listen to me. You are here to teach. So I'm not going to hang up on you. The only time I hang up on a person if they being rude and disrespectful, like the other dude, that the first one that came in. You see, he was rude and disrespectful.
Yeah.
So if you coming in to teach us something, we all is. We here.
Yeah, all right. So okay, now what y'all can do, I know you guys like to
Damn, I can smell that weed you smoking. It's like it's coming through my goddamn computer. I smell it.
That's good. That's good. That means you're getting high with me. That means you should feel the spirit. Hey, on God. Hey, look, check this out. So right now in the Caribbean, there's a so indigenous languages. We'll just go there. Indigenous language. There's an indigenous. There's one remaining indigenous. The only remaining indigenous language from the Western Hemisphere. Google it up. It's called Garifuna. There's a living tribe called Garifuna. And you can just Google it, and they trace back to commerce, because all this shit is about money. So it traced back to commerce. It traced back to shit like the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a rich story that they want to keep from us, and that's why it's kind of like, you know, people finding out the truth, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to the new generation. You don't want to stagnate their growth and what they finding out. They can't.
Have you ever taken a DNA test?
They getting closer to the story. You know, Pan-Africanism is a beautiful thing, brother, because you know we all black, but it's a bigger story than that, and that story is about commerce. It ain't about skin color.
Right. Have you ever taken a DNA test?
I'm 100% Garifuna. I'll let you speak Garifuna with my mother right now.
You said 100%?
Yeah, I'll let you speak Garifuna with my mom right now.
Go ahead.
I'll call my mom in right now. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Listen,
do it, brother. We want to see it. We want to learn, bro.
Hold on. Watch this. Come here. Come here.
Wadifa now. I think he said Wadifa now.
No, we all come on.
He said he's 100% Wadifa now.
Hello? Garifuna magati.
Uh-oh.
Magati people.
Hey, mama, how you doing?
Good. You? Tell her we Garifuna. They don't know what Garifuna is. Garifuna wagia. Garifuna nuguya. Garifuna. We're not internet people though. Garifuna nuguya. Garifuna nirahi. Caribbeans que estamos aquí desde tiempo. No. Our Wayabi, the San Benson, Louis Amerigo. That's a story for San Benson. San Benson, Wagia. Niga Hayabi, one
Translate for her, brother.
Niga Hayabi, one ancestors, San Benson. Our waiba, what doing you? What good go do San Benson, the Diga Pusatia, Europe's half Pusatia half on the assume one ancestor.
Hey, my brother, can you translate for her?
All right, mama. All right, that's enough. Go back.
Nah, let us stay there. This is
party. No, I go to buy here.
This is interesting, brother. Why you pushing mama out the way, man?
It's the internet.
Yo, bro. This is the internet, but I understand you want to protect mama. But what was she saying, brother?
Sanetta, man, I just wanted to tap in with your show. I'm gonna send you an email, man.
What was she saying?
The proper way, man, because we're not like internet
I don't
people.
think you hear me, man.
My whole point was that Caribbean people, there's just look up the Garifuna indigenous language, and then if somebody want to debate about people that was here before Mansa Musa, I'll jump in the debate. I'll send you my information.
Yeah, you're official. You're official,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. I don't want to just like make a show out of it.
Yeah,
like I was just responding to the fact that that what y'all to the topic. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll send you my information, brother.
No doubt, my brother. Peace.
And you can Google it in the meantime. It's Garifuna, Garifuna, Gari, and then we call ourselves Garinago, and we Black Caribs. Look for Caribs. Anybody do that? That will quash the whole debate right there.
Spell that again.
That actually has. You can find it can trace it back. You can trace it back. And both of my parents, they Garifuna. There's a lot of us out here in the United States. There's some in New York, Chicago, LA. I'm born in LA, so we all out here.
All right. Peace, brother.
Peace, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
King Simon, what's up, King? You hear this?
Yeah, big up to the Garifuna. Big up to Garifuna.
Do some research, man, and then we'll get back on this stuff.
Big up to the Garifuna. People got to big up.
Yeah. We out here. We celebrating today, so I looked up and I seen y'all was live and stuff. But I show my information and stuff. Hey, respect, Sanetta.
Yeah, no, they the real deal. That's the real deal, man. You know, Mr. G, that's Dr. Sabi's right hand man is Garifuna also, and of course Dr. Sabi from Honduras was also amongst the Garifuna people out there in Honduras. So anytime you hear the Garifuna, my family's from Cuba and Jamaica, so it's a whole. But I know where he's coming from. Yo, Sanetta, they found pyramids in Jamaica recently.
Whoa,
Exactly. There's some research. They're up in the country area.
Yeah.
Up in the country. But they're smaller. They're smaller pyramids, and people are not realizing that the Carib Islands are also part of the whole Atlantis thing. I'm not sure about the history. I'd have to go and do, but it's a bigger thing. And they tried to dig up the pyramids to see if they could find gold, but they're so small. They was just something that was just monuments in different parts of that country area in Jamaica. But they was hard to dig out. They couldn't even dig it and get into those little pyramids. It's online, man. When you Google up Jamaica, the pyramids found in Jamaica, it's there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
telling you. So, but I'm glad to see the Garifuna people coming in. That's good. Hey, you got a lot of people watching, man, and that's like South America and throughout the Caribbeans, and you know they there, man. And big up to Mr. G. I just sent him the text. I just sent him your YouTube channel to hear the Garifuna woman come on, but I told him to rewind it because he'll be able to translate it. He's good at that.
Okay, good, beautiful.
Yeah, you need to interview Mr. G, man. He can break it down.
Okay, brother.
All right. All right. Love, Sonetta.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
All right, let me see.
Is not available.
Come on, Smash. Why it's not picking up now? Hey, yo, Smash, I need you to text me Chief Friend number. I've been trying to get at this dude for a minute.
He was just on your show the other day. I'm gonna text you the number again right now.
All right, text it.
All right.
All right. So, what's up with the PayPal, bro? Let's see what's up with the PayPal. Let's see what's up with the PayPal. Let me drop a link for the PayPal. Here go the PayPal link right here. That's the PayPal link. I'm sending it out to all 4 channels. And we need to keep this link going. Y'all got to show some love for this debate, man. This is gonna be a real heavyweight. This ain't no goddamn lightweight Hebrew on Hebrew debate. This is a top heavyweight debate between Jabari and a heavyweight contender, yo. Y'all gonna have to show love because it ain't fair for all the people who paid to see the debate. Y'all feel me? Who paid to see the debate? Y'all got to show love for that. Anybody else would like to come on? Divine Consciousness, is that somebody in the back? Divine Consciousness, turn on your camera so I can see if that's somebody real. Is that a real person in the back? Okay, that ain't nobody. That's nobody in the back. Let me kick him out of here. All right, we at the $200 mark, going up, going up, going up. We at the $200 mark. Damn, that's a shame though. $200. Yo, you know what? I don't know. Listen, let me ask y'all a question. Am I catering to the wrong audience? That's a question I want to ask y'all. Am I supplying my goods to the wrong audience? Because I could go over there to trashy ass channels that ain't doing no knowledge, nothing but just gossiping. And they people supporting them like crazy, yo. Tariq Nasheed raised over a goddamn $1 million within a week. I'm asking for pennies over here. Peace, Domo. I'm asking for pennies over here to show the debate, the Ali Muhammad debate versus Jabari. You know, and it's like y'all just holding back. I should have been way over 220. I should have been way over that right there. It don't make no sense right now, man. Like we got 660 people in the building. I'm on 4 channels. So the views, I got 504 people over here alone. We should have at least been up to $500. With 655 people in the building, we should have at least been over $500 a long time ago. Even if everybody would have had chipped in $1.50, $1.50, we would have been way over that amount, which is crazy, man. Come on, family. Show some support, man. Stop trying to make everybody else do it by themselves. Show some support. Come on in, hit the link, y'all. If y'all want to come in and ask any question, I'm here. I'm open for any question. Y'all heard me? Put your brother Sarnetta on that hot seat. Any question, I'm open for it all. Let's go.
And coordinated education for 7 years, 26 and Cecil B. Moore, y'all know me, right in the heart of North Philadelphia. For 7 years, we were there. And I went on as the internet developed to develop an online school called Aboriginal University, where all of these studies that we're talking about come from. And so I've been in Aboriginal University helping people for the last 13 years with courses that we're gradually developing to attempt to develop a curriculum around the information with good sources. So one of the things that you're going to get today is very source material. And I think the discourse is going to be helpful for our community. It's going to broaden our community. It's not going to create a this versus that. It's going to create a wow, I didn't know. And so I'm thankful for Jabari for taking this. He is a very reputable scholar, and we about to go in.
Now, we can definitely appreciate the politeness and the pleasantries, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, brothers been getting it in, but we about to get into the nitty gritty, as they say, right? So with the introductions out the way, let's go ahead and lay out the rules of engagement just so everybody
Put Domo
knows.
on the screen. Put Domo on the screen.
Just so everybody know how we about to get down. So it's a slightly different format than what y'all seen in the past. You know, we dealing with heavyweight scholars, so we want to make sure they're able to get this information out. So the way we're going to be doing it today, we got 3 20-minute rounds. 3 20-minute rounds.
Now,
after each round, we have 3-minute rebuttals.
Stop.
For the.
You see that? In the top league, it's 3 20-minute rounds. This ain't no 10-minute round. This ain't no jumping through the hula type of rounds, y'all. It's 3 20-minute rounds. Think about how long that is. 20 minutes for Ali, 20 minutes for Jabari. You already see that's 40 minutes right there, right? That's only the first round. So we're talking about bringing you some crazy scholastic knowledge with resources. Show some goddamn support, family. Show some love and support. You're not going to get it for free. Some of you might get it because you don't want to donate, because you're being petty. Whether you support the channel or not, you are always here and you're always watching it. Show some support. When I reach the mark that I want to reach, I will let the video go. But until then, I will hold on the video. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow. If I don't make it today, of course, I will hold on to it tomorrow. If I don't make it tomorrow, I will do it again on the next day, Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, and then hopefully we can get it in on a Saturday. Hopefully. But you're going to show some love and support for the debate. Check. Show some love and support, man. Peace, brother. What's up, Def? Cut on your camera, brother. Let me see who you are. All right. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, how much we need to make this go, son?
We need like a couple of 100 up in there. A couple of more $100 bills.
A couple more 100?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second, bro.
Yeah, we need a couple of more 100, and then we can make this thing go. And see that? But even if this brother was to support and come through like that, I wouldn't want him to do that. I wouldn't. I'm telling you. I want the people to support. That's
So
what it's
look,
about.
because I know other people trying to get up on here, bro. I'm
Yeah.
about to send you half of that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That'll
good
work.
looking.
That'll
All
work.
right, so
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. You see that? The brother's sending half of that. Half of that. Some people say Jabari won. Some people say Dr. Ali Muhammad won. We'll find out. We will find out. Let's show some support. Let's show some love. Now, of course, I'm glad I did this now. So to keep it a buck with you, I will not be playing the video tonight. But if I make it right, if y'all make it right, we will be playing the video tomorrow. Tomorrow early. Because I know y'all, some of y'all got to go to work the next day. But I'll play it when you get off work, like after 5. It ain't gonna be while you at work. Believe me. It'll be ready for you. Wow. Who's saying wow? What you saying? Wow, like thank you, or I want to make the haters mad. I want to make them Negroes mad. They gonna make a goddamn video. Yo, Saul was over there scamming the people. He was getting money. Yo, y'all know how them Negroes be. Saul is over there scamming the people. He's getting money and he asking the people for money to play this. Y'all know who they are. They gonna do it. So I wanna get them mad. Let them hear that ring. There you go. That's the ring I'm talking about. Let them hear that goddamn ring. Anyway, what's going on, Aboriginal?
What's going on, sir?
Ain't nothing, man. What's happening, man? I hear echo.
Yeah, they might as well go ahead and let me make sure it ain't me. Hold on.
No, it ain't you. It's not you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It is you.
okay. Let me check my shit. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm not tripping off them lames. Thank you, brother. Firearms. I ain't tripping off them lames, man.
We good now?
Yes. Yes, we good.
All right, cool.
What's up, man? Did you get a chance to see the debate or you wasn't able to make it?
No, I was there live in the action, man. So that's what I'm saying. It's definitely worth the purchase, man. Go on get a man that bread.
Who you went for on this debate? Be honest and tell us why.
Man, it was a good debate. Obviously, I went with Ali Muhammad, man. A lot of shit that he said, I felt like went over a lot of people's head.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are now starting to grasp the importance of the Americas.
Yeah.
You heard Brother Simon mentioning things over here. You heard the other Curb brother come over here mentioning things. Listen, once we understand that we globally are Aboriginal people who has a great science and technology, we'll have better building and moving forward. See, we get caught up on these names. Aboriginal means first. We've been running around for years. You've been running around for years talking about we're the first people on this planet. What's wrong with us uniting globally over this word Aboriginal? It's defined. It means first people.
Right.
You can't get around it.
Let me ask you this, brother. When are you ready to come do your own show? When are you ready to come do a show?
You know, I'm ready whenever. You know what I mean? You already know I'm ready.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, what time?
You say I'm ready whenever, so now I'm calling you. What about tomorrow, brother? You got a PowerPoint presentation tomorrow? Let's say, what about tomorrow about 4 o'clock? Because I got Jabari at 7 o'clock on the other podcast.
All right, sounds good to me. I'll put together something nice for you, something slight. And if you like it, we can put together something real heavy.
Counting on you tomorrow. Don't stand me up, brother.
I got you, so you got my number too, so you know stuff.
I got you, brother. So yeah, man. Finish saying that. You was talking about you feel that Ali Muhammad won. I feel that nobody knocked out the Mayweather. Nobody knocked him out. I think Jabari pulled it off. It wasn't easy, but I think he pulled it off, man.
Can you tell me? All right. Well, I ain't gonna do you like this.
Right. Don't do me.
I take
Don't do me like that.
I take your opinion for that. But listen, I feel like we're gonna have mixed opinions on this whole
Right.
debate. I believe it's a topic that's been
I'm gonna get
having
to you,
on
Divine.
little levels on other platforms. What you say?
No, I was telling Divine, I'm gonna get to you. I see you, brother. Hey, let me ask you, Aboriginal. What do you think about the controversy that's going around with our brother Dame Calloway in his book? Do you think it's just hate at this time now? Like where people is just trying to hate on the brother?
I mean,
stop his money. Like what's going on, man?
I mean, obviously you got a lot of people throwing shots. He is a name that has a lot of people watching him. A lot of people respect his content.
He's gonna have to learn that. You see, just like me, I had to learn it, man. I had to fight back, kick all that, man. When you got a name up there and you at the top of your craft on your shit, niggas gonna come at you to try to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, for real. Nah, if you ain't doing shit unless you got some haters.
It's really a sad thing that we do that to each other. It's a sad thing. Here's a brother that wrote a book, and you know, he's trying to feed his family. Why tear the man down off his book? Let him write, let him do his book. If you're gonna critique it, do it scholastically. You know, do it scholarly, a critique, not a niggerish critique. You know the difference, right? Where niggas, oh, this garbage, this, you know, all kind of stuff. Do it scholastically, like white people would do it. They don't do all that nigga shit, man, the cracker shit. They do it scholastically. So, you know, I don't like it. I don't like it. I
feel like they do that. I feel like they do that to anybody that has some type of, you know, understanding or following, if you will. And shout out to Dane Calloway. Shout out to Top Cat on his new book as well. So shout out to him, man. So you know they gonna try to critique it, but just keep putting out the work. You ain't got nobody hating on you. You ain't doing shit. That's the way I look at it. But I want to ask you some questions, man. I do want to kind of get into some hot seat questions with Sai.
Let me bring in Dane. Let me bring in Divine first, and then I'll let you get ahead. Brother Divine Consciousness, what's up, brother? Unmute yourself, brother.
How you doing? How you doing? Peace.
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, brother?
That's what's going on. I had a question for you.
Go ahead.
I heard you say talk about the DNA. I have a good question. Maybe you or Brother Jabari or somebody might be able to help me with. Y'all speak about it a lot, and what I want to know is when you take a DNA test, you get connects, right? Am I correct? Like from relatives, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I would like to know is how many of y'all have got connections from anyone in Africa? Any family members or cousins, anything like that?
Me, speaking of me personally, I have not gotten a connect from Africa.
Okay.
Why?
Would you see that as an issue?
No, I wouldn't see that as an issue because the Africans will have to take the same DNA test. Whoever, you know, if the African's not taking the test, how can you make the connection? See, they have to be taking the same test. Now, if they take the same test and I take the test, then you might see a connection there. You see?
They have to take the same test or just DNA test? Just from that company?
I would say you got to take the same DNA test from that company. I don't know, but that's what I'm assuming. I would say that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to know because I've heard Rick Kittle's African ancestry say on 60 Minutes that a DNA test is 0.001% accurate in proving ethnicity, and it can't prove ethnicity. It can't tell you who you are.
Oh,
it can't tell you if you're African. It can't tell you if you this or that. It can't tell you that.
Oh yeah, you heard Rick Kittle say that?
Yes, on 60 Minutes. Look it up.
Okay.
They did a special on it, and it was some other scientists on the show, and they asked him that question, and that's what he said. They said DNA could not prove your ethnicity.
So why do they say you 80% from Ghana?
It's false, brother.
Huh?
It's false. If I'm pretty sure there's people.
Let me see, man. Let me
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people taking this DNA test. So as many as people is taking it, someone should get a connection in Africa. If no one's getting a connection from no one in Africa, something's wrong.
Yeah, hold on.
The DNA test uses a module that's a theory attached to it. It uses the out of Africa theory attached to these DNA tests. So you have genetic markers, you have the facts, but what they're not explaining is the origin of these genetic markers. But with their out of Africa theory, they allude that the reason you have the genetics over here is because it came from over there. But in retrospect, it could be the opposite way. So
right. Because we do know people from her went to there.
Okay, I never heard of that one, but that's something that I gotta check into. Like you said, I'm gonna go and check it out.
Yeah, please.
You know,
pretty much what Ali Muhammad was talking about in his in the debate with Jabari, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead, brother. Big Aboriginal Power. Go ahead, brother. What you wanted to ask me,
brothers? I'm out of here. Get back to work.
All right, peace.
Yeah, I want to put you on the hot seat, man. I want to ask some tough questions to you, man.
Sit now. If I can answer it, I'll answer it, brother. Let's go.
So yeah, man. Are you still supposed to be doing what you told you was going to do to the people after the polite shit go down? I think it's new court cases coming up on the this September, the 6th or the 7th. Are you still going to disown them if the information comes out as valid?
That's without a doubt, brother. I mean, I have to separate myself from something like that. If I get the information and it goes against what he's saying, then how could I stay with somebody like that? I would have to just move forward and let him go ahead his way and I go my way. I would be a fool to stay with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? But I must get the truth and hear the truth from the judge. I must hear that. I must see the paperwork. And that's all I ask the people is let me see it. I'm not going by no YouTube lawyer. I'm not going by none of that. I want to see the paperwork. We always talking about source up, prove it. And that's the only way you're going to be able to prove it is when the paperwork drop. And that's all I'm doing. That's all. And if the paperwork say this or that and is against and it's talking about some child stuff, then yes, I got to separate. I got to let him go his own way. Really, when you look at it, we are already separated now, I would say. We've been separated now, but to really make it official is when that record come out. You see what I'm saying? Me and Polite been separated for a long, ever since I came back from Miami. And when this stuff started dropping, we've been
Now, bonding has been close as it normally be, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was like that. It's like that.
I understand.
Like, yeah, like, you know, we don't call each other on a regular basis now. I might get a call from him once in a blue moon, say peace and blessings to you and your family, something like that, you know.
Right. And that's respectful. Well, listen, I got some more questions for you, man. I just want to get a couple of them out the way, just so maybe you can clear the air to some of the shit that's maybe been spoken behind the scenes or in the public.
Right. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So now, word on the street is since that polite shit, you have created issues amongst brothers that been around you for some time. Is there still issues occurring between people And is it a split up between people that was once part of HOK that is no longer claiming HOK? I've seen a couple of shit put out there.
Here, I need to know what you're talking about. Say the names if you want to, brother. It's all right.
Well, I seen a post where Rob Bourne said he's no longer HOK, and I believe Garfield followed up. So
Okay.
are these brothers? What's going on?
Rob Bourne has never been HOK, and Garfield has never been HOK. So I don't think they said something like that.
Maybe associated or something like that.
All they did
Is
was
what I seen.
all they was there was talking on the platform or whatever, or when I be out in the street, they would talk on it. But no, they have never been HOK. Garfield have always been Dagger Squad. I have always been HOK. Polite have always been New Covenant. Sarnetta, you ain't never see Sarnetta say, "Oh, we together. I'm New Covenant in it." No, it was never like that. Only when we came together to do business, when we were supposed to do business together, that's the only time we would come together, and that was years ago. But no, Garfield, Rob Bourne, they was never a member of HOK. They will speak on the platform. That's about it, you know.
All right, that's what's up. Well, listen, I got another question for you, brother Sutton. All right, now word on the street is that you just be kicking this African shit because it's just the thing for you to do. It's almost second nature. But in retrospect, you don't even believe that shit. And I believe it's a video of you going around expressing such feelings to maybe an aunt and a couple other brothers about how Africa ain't a thing. We ain't Africans, and these are sentiments that you was illustrating. Is that how you feel about that?
That video was like damn near 10 years old, brother. See, what people do is bring up the old shit. That's 10 years old. And let me give you some context of where that come from. That happened because the police had killed one of our young brothers. And so we was all out there rallying. And when I looked around, I didn't see no Africans. I didn't see none of our African people. And I was like, yo, come on, brother. Because when Amadou Diallo came out, there was all of us out there. So-called African Americans, you know, me, Khalid, Muhammad, all of us. We were out there fighting for Amadou Diallo. You see what I'm saying? But when it happens to us, you don't see a uprising from our African brothers. And so, yes, I was mad as hell. And that's what made me say that. But I backtracked off of that when I calmed down. I apologize to my African people. I am 100% African, support African, love Africa, name my daughter Africa. But we all get heated sometime, brother. I'm quite sure you could go online and find videos of Africans saying, oh, them niggas ain't my brother, them niggas, you know, shit like that. But I love Africa. I love the culture. I love everything about it that when it's in its right state. You see, that's me. So that right there, that knocks all of that nonsense out. I love Africa. I love my African brothers and my African sisters. So yes, I did.
That's pretty much some of the messy questions I heard I want to ask you.
Yeah, no, that's good. I want you to ask me anything, brother. I'm gonna be as honest as I could be. Yes, I love it.
So now let me ask you another question and just conversate.
Yes.
Do you believe that it was melanated people or Negroes, if you will, here before colonization or Christopher Columbus exploration?
I heard some of the YouTube scholars say no, but I'm gonna say yes.
You're an OG. You've been around. You heard a lot. You read.
Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna say hell yeah, because we migrated all over, bro. Even up into Europe, man. We was all up in there, man. You know, it was a people called the Grimaldis, man. You can look that up, and you'll see them up in there. They was there damn near before some of the Europeans got there. The Grimaldis, and I would say yes. I'm on the side of Dr. Ali Muhammad. Can I prove it? I'm on that side where we were here before the transatlantic slave ship. I got to go with that. I would be foolish to say no. You know, if I'm wrong, shit. If I'm wrong, let the person step up and prove it. Shit, I would learn something from it. I would have to learn something and then backtrack and say, damn, I was wrong on that one. But I really believe that we were here before the transatlantic slave trade. And don't forget, they got, if you type in right now, brother, the top slave traders, there's like 10 black top slave traders, brother, who were black people. And they owned slaves, man. And I'm quite sure a lot of people know that. Right here in America, they owned slaves.
That's true. That's true. That's in various cases.
Slave trade. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they had.
Yeah, that's mind blowing. And listen, Sal, when you look deeper in it, it will fuck you up because I know you like this. And I've seen you made a white man bow down before and kiss your shoes. Did you know that black people or Negroes and so-called Indians own white slaves in America?
Yes, I know that already. And see, look, listen, man. When y'all see us talk about the Indian talk, I'm not saying that our people are not native to this land or not Indians. I know we can be both because that's what it was. We were both. Look at me, my father, Puerto Rican. When I go into my DNA, I see that shit Native American right there. I see it. And then I look at my people, my ancestors, my people on my father's side. And you can see it right there in their face, brother. They will tell you right there. Yeah. So I don't deny that. But see, the problem what I go against is when y'all say we don't have no African blood in us. That's the part that I go against. When y'all say, nah, we ain't.
We got. I believe that may be part of that people debate, because when we just say we got original blood, because the story is conflated. Like when we look at DNA tests, we find genetic markers. Like I was saying earlier, it do say, look, you got a close connection with these people here, mixed with these people here. Most people attach the out of Africa theory attached to it. Meaning the reason you find these genetic markers is because it came from her. But that's a theory. So in retrospect, it could be the opposite way. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Right. But I know all of us, like the comment says up there, all of us are not both. We're either straight up African or we straight up Native. But I tell you one goddamn thing. Aboriginal. The ones that's here right now, the so-called African American, God damn it, we mix. So y'all go ahead and say that. We are over here, we are mixed.
I don't believe that, Si.
You know,
I don't.
What you think?
I just don't believe everybody is mixed. I believe that most of the story that we start hearing Africa, back to Africa, it's not coming from sentiments of organic and Negroes from their own indigenous sentiments. You can't find nobody pushing we came from Africa before Charles Darwin. So that's
LGBT Hebrew Israelite. You got to turn on your camera, whoever you are.
Oh shit.
LGBT. We're not going to discriminate. If you're LGBT, turn on your camera. There's no hiding. Let us see who you are. And you can pop up in here and talk with us. Come on in. If you don't want to turn you in the camera, get up out of here. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Keep talking. Go ahead, Aboriginal.
I was making sure when your people's weren't coming in. But nah. Yeah, man, the history is here, man. We just gotta look at it. History have established so many things in the past that they established to be a fact that turned out not to be a fact with farther data and research to come about. You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of this shit that it be ahead of the curve. So it's a lot of primaries out there. When we say that we got pyramids and structures here that's just as old as Egypt, and some of them are older, according to the archaeologists.
So, brother, I want to let you know, I love the questions that you ask me, because people don't ask me these questions, and I would love to clear up a lot of stuff that's out there on the air.
I got a lot more. But you know,
let me hear from my brother that's here first, and then we could get some back in here. because I like it. It
Matter of
gives me
fact,
an
I would like
opportunity.
for you to come. I would like for you to come on my show. I do a show called Word on the Street, and it's a hot seat style interview, and
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
chance
It
for you to
gives me
clear
an
up a lot of
opportunity
shit.
to clear up a lot of this crazy, stupid stuff that Negroes. You know why I don't do it all the time? Because let me tell you why, brother Aboriginal. Because it's there, they still not gonna believe what you say. You see what I'm saying? Most of oh no, he's lying. Like they know my life, like they were there. So that's why sometimes I don't even address it, but I got respect for you. And that's why I'm answering your question, because I believe you are sincere with your questioning. You see what I'm saying?
And you know, we chop it up all the time behind the scenes and shit. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I wouldn't have them clowns interview me. They couldn't interview me because they wouldn't agree. They wouldn't believe whatever I say. They wouldn't go with it. So I wouldn't even waste my time letting them niggas interview me.
Hey, so listen, it's starting at a P game. Dane Calloway, Top Cat, popped up the other day. About 3 weeks ago, correct?
Correct.
What's up, Sinetta? Hey, Sinetta, if
Hold
you go
on.
to my...
Is this the LGBT Hebrew?
Yes, sir. Can I say something?
Yes, hurry up.
I'm gonna make it quick because if you go to my page, I released a lot of videos, and Captain Tazoriak, Zabak are scared to debate me. Tell Tazoriak to man up.
LGBT, they don't want to debate you, bro.
What if I told you I used the Bible to? If you go to my YouTube page and look at my shorts, I show you how you can be an LGBT Israelite according to the Bible.
Okay.
All I'm saying, Sinetta.
Yes, sir.
All I'm saying is I'm about to get off of here, but all I'm saying is check my YouTube page out. I give verses.
Check this out though. You are a Hebrew Israelite, whether they accept you or not. Ask them, are you an Israelite? They will say you just you into the world, but you are still an Israelite. According to the Hebrew Israelites, all of us are Hebrew Israelites. Ask them. Look at the tribe of Benjamin, brother. They was doing all the same crazy stuff. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Why you think the Most High destroyed it? Because of all of that. But yes, you are a LGBT Hebrew Israelite. I'm not taking that from you, brother.
Okay. Sinetta, all I'm saying is just next time you bring the Hebrews up here, show them my video. My YouTube page is called the LGBT Hebrew Israelites, and I'm about to sign off.
Peace.
Yes, check it out, please. Peace.
All right. Yeah, man, y'all hear that? So this is why I always ask them, right? I always say, bro, is the gays and the lesbians and all that, they are Hebrew Israelites according to the Hebrews. Ask them. They'll tell you that our name, we are still Israel, but you got non-practicing Israel. You see? You follow me, right, Pop?
Shout out to the HDTV community, man.
Yo, let me get head on over here to my man Sankofa. What's up, brother? Unmute yourself, Sankofa.
Oh, hey, Tommy. I just had two questions.
You got on, brother?
I just had two questions.
Hold up, brother. What's that? What's that you just hit?
I'm at work, sir.
Oh, you got
It's
one
my
of these, huh?
it's my radio.
Oh, I thought you had one of these. The body cam.
Nah. I left that at home today.
With my body cam, baby. Got the
I left that at home today. But my question was, have you ever tried to get Dr. Rick Kittles to get on here and explain DNA to some of us?
No, but I need to.
I think that would be good because I just heard that one guy get on here talking about Dr. Rick Kittle said he can't use DNA to prove where people come from ethnically. That sounds ridiculous. That's what it's whole business.
Yeah, that don't sound right.
Yeah. And then he also asked something about how come we don't test and have DNA matches with people that are geographically located in Africa. And Saul, you were right. They would physically have to take the exact same test that you've taken. So whether it's 23andMe or Ancestry.com, that person would have to pay $100 or $60, whatever it is at the time, and take the test and send it in. That's the only way you can have a DNA match with them. So I just wanted to clear that up right quick. I thought that was some silly ass questions, but I'll be sitting back listening. Oh, I wanted to ask the guy above, what has he ever taken a DNA test? And he's a native Aboriginal? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm an Aboriginal to America, and no, I've never took a DNA test
If you
or
ever
any other
if you,
DNA.
if you ever took one, what do you think it would say?
I believe I have close genetic similarities to people that's in Africa. Yeah, that's probably it'll probably show up genetic markers uh that are close to in connection there. You see what I'm saying? But that could be explained through migration too. So
That you would have African markers from people in West Africa in the Americas?
yeah, hell yeah. Because what you got to understand is that people that you see in West Africa didn't originate in West Africa, and they had their own origin story. Some of the tribes there talk about their migration there. Are you familiar with the Great Bantu migration, brother? Are you
When you
familiar with
say
that?
when you say that the West African people didn't come from West Africa, are you saying they came from the Americas?
Well, I haven't got there yet, but I want you to understand and this basic understanding that the people in West Africa had their own origin story where they migrated there. Are you familiar with that?
I am, because I do a lot of DNA research, and
Now we're talking.
when I trace my African ancestry through West Africa, they did migrate from East Africa, but that doesn't displace them out of Africa. They still came from out of Africa, being Tanzania, and migrated into West Africa, then thus going to the slave trade, coming to the America.
Well, I'm glad you did do a little bit of research. You
No,
should
not a
look into.
little bit. I've done hundreds of hours of DNA research on myself. Not a little bit, a whole lot.
That's what's up, bro.
But I just was curious as to if you took a DNA test, what you thought it would say. I just was curious, but I'm glad to hear you say that you know it would come back from Africa. So that's all I wanted to. But peace, everybody, and I'm enjoying the show. Thanks, all.
Peace and blessings, brother.
Signal lost.
All right, we got Chris Harris in the building. Chris, man, what's happening, brother?
What's going on, man? I kind of want to talk to Aboriginal Power about that. What he just said about Bantus migrating from America into West Africa.
I didn't say Bantus migrated from America, brother. I didn't say that.
Okay, but you did state that your DNA would have West African in it.
Yes, sir. I said
All right,
I said that's what I would guess that where the genetic markers would be close in similarities to.
Okay, so that would make you not indigenous to.
Official.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to my brother.
No, just because you test the population, people that genetic or DNA it has similarities, doesn't mean that they originate from there. It just means that two people has close genetic markers. That's all.
Yeah, I know. I feel you, but
hold on for 1 minute. Hey, Aboriginal Power. How come a lot of y'all running from Chris Harris though, man? Would you take on a brother like Chris Harris?
Oh, please.
I would probably consider taking on Chris Harris.
Say that again.
Say yes, I would probably consider taking on Chris Harris.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what's up. So, like I said, let's have that conversation now. You're stating that you said that most of the West African tribes didn't originate from there, and you used the Bantu migration to explain that. I agree with you there, right? I agree. They came from the southern Sahel region.
The reason I
Can I talk? Can I get this out first?
Yeah.
Hold on. Many times you guys start speaking. Hold on. I'll let you talk. You can go. We could talk together. Generally, when somebody's talking, you don't cut them off. You let them talk and get his out, and I'll let you get yours out.
We're just going to dialogue. I just want to clarify. The reason I was bringing up the migration in general, the Bantu migration because of migrations in general, and what DNA tests often consider are account for certain migrations, bro. That's what I'm saying. That was my point.
Okay. All right, cool. That was your point. All right. So when you say that you're indigenous to America, what tribe are you saying that you were from? Because no one called themselves indigenous.
Yeah, a lot of people call themselves indigenous. A lot of people call themselves Aboriginal. When you do genealogy, you know that you have a mom and a dad, a grandma and a granddad. And so what you can have is a mix of different tribes going along. But what most people do is subscribe to a tribe that is closer to their immediate family of documented records that they have. So according to my family of documented records that I have, I am Chickamauga. My family grew up in the Chickamauga area.
Okay, so you grew up in the Chickamauga area. Where was that located at?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes,
and the Chickamauga and the Chickamauga Indians, the Chickamauga Cherokee, that is, were in fact black. Is that what you're saying?
Chickamauga Cracker Killers.
Yeah, they became loosely affiliated with the Cherokee at some point in time. And yeah, the Cherokee was Negro stock. That's they got documented evidence on that shit. So when you get into the expedition of Nigger Jack or Nigger Jack, they describe who he is. When you get into Path Killer, White Man Killer, these people who signed the Chickamauga treaties on the Holston River, with Henry Knox, it's documented history, bro.
Yeah, it's documented history that we can never find, that you guys like to say. The Cherokee, in fact, owned slaves.
I just gave you a
And
couple
most of
sources.
those, and I've already looked at those sources before, and everything you're
You
saying
know who
is
Nigger Jack is?
inaccurate.
You know who Path Killer is?
Can I talk, please?
Signed the treaty. You haven't looked that up. You lying to your
Man,
peoples. You gotta be honest.
I'm
Bro.
sorry. I'm sorry. One of the things that you guys have to do is learn how to dialogue. And I'm being very patient with you. Now, you
Can't
mentioned
be
the
patient with
Chickamauga.
me. Can't be patient with me.
All right,
Just call
Sonetta.
me. Well,
Okay,
don't
I'm
do
not
that
gonna
weird
call for Sonetta. I'm gonna ask you, can you please let me talk? Because I know everything you're saying is not true. Because in fact, you agreed with Dane Calloway's work.
Yeah,
And you should know that none of he said is true.
All
And I'm
right.
trying to have a conversation with you.
Chris,
Give me a second here.
I don't want to talk about Dame Calloway. I don't want to
All
talk
right, cool.
about trying to set up a
That's
debate,
cool.
and I don't want nobody running.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So what I'm saying here is, can you show us black people signing any treaties with the United States government after 1866 or before 1866? What would be those sources again?
What did you say?
And where can I find, and what's the name of these treaties that you speak about? You name people, but you guys never named the treaty.
You can go and look up the Holston Treaty between the Chickamauga, signed between the Chickamauga and Henry Knox. I just gave you that earlier, brother. So I gave you the Holston Treaty.
Okay, and you're saying that. Okay, and you're saying that the Chickamauga. So I'm trying to clarify you before I go into this tomorrow, because I would like to debate you, because a lot of the things that you say are in fact inaccurate. So how about we do this? How about me, you, and Sonetta give each other a call tomorrow and we have a conversation?
First you said you already researched it. Now you saying you got to go do your research tomorrow.
Power. Do you want to have the debate, brother? We can call tomorrow.
Yeah, I definitely do want to have the debate. I definitely want to work out topics and talk in the topic that I want to have.
Yo,
with
Chris, do your research on the Chickamauga Cracker Killers, man. Do your research.
Do research on Craig and Day top flight security. Do your research on Day top flight security.
All right, Chickamauga Cracker Killers.
Yeah. Don't get your flashlight and hit your whistle, big boy.
Okay. Well, here's the problem that I'm having with him. Okay. You know what, Sonetta? Let's set this one up. Be easy work.
All right. Peace.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, a real quick show, maybe 3 minutes, and talk about the purpose of debating. The purpose of debating, I want all my debaters to understand, is not to hate each other. It's not to be hostile towards each other. And that's what we keep bringing to the debates, man. We got to get away from the hostility and bring the information without the just That's
You
all
gotta
I'm
be
saying,
cool
man.
with it. It's just information, gang. You gotta chill.
Huh? Say that again.
You just gotta be cool with it. You ain't gotta be hostile.
Yeah, man.
You
I
know?
mean, the people get more out of it when it's just the information coming with love, man. Go and look at how them white boys are over there debating and they going in with scholarship and you don't see them calling each other names. You don't see them aggressive with each other. Come on, bro. We got to get it back to that. We got to get back to that, man. That's all I'm saying, man. For real. I don't want this.
Like I was saying, man, when we get into the history here, if y'all want to give this credit and all this history of pyramid building to some mixed breed Asian people that you see here in modern times, that's on you. The archaeological evidence shows, the epigraphy shows, the documented records of the people that lived in them areas that wrote murals show, and it's over with. The archaeologists have said we got some of the oldest pyramids. The number zero was created here. We got some of the oldest metallurgy, some of the most sophisticated agriculture. I mean, there's so much we can do.
All right, Powell, you want to ask me a couple of more questions before I get out of here? And I'm gonna let the brother Heru come in too.
You said I want to ask you some more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me think of a couple. I had a couple lined up right before the conversation and shit.
Okay.
My mind start clicking on information and shit. Then, so.
Heru, what's up, brother?
Man, peace, brother Side. Can you hear me?
I hear you, bro.
Man, peace to you, brother Side. Before I say anything, man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate everything you've been doing all these years, man. I've been following you, man, probably at least since 2017, man. I'm a big fan of everything you got going
Thank you,
on.
brother. Appreciate
I got
it.
much respect for you. But I do want to say some things, man, just
Go
to
ahead.
you. I feel like the disconnect come in, man. Honestly, I feel like
You looking like Chadwick right now.
Say that again.
How come you looking like Chadwick a little bit?
Hey, that's a blessing, man. Shout out to the man. Shout
Anybody
out to
ever
the
told you
GOAT,
that?
man. No, I never heard that. I
Oh
get a
man,
lot
I'm
of
looking
stuff,
at
man.
the
I never
page.
heard
I
that
don't
one,
know.
man.
Maybe that's
Stop trying to be funny, man. Why you gonna do me like that,
bro, you
son?
looking like my man Chadwick. Rest in peace to my brother.
Rest in peace to the ancestor, man.
Yeah.
No, but like I was saying, man, I feel like a lot of the disconnect come in when I feel like you on the right thing, Si. You got everything connected, but I feel like it gets disconnected when you start to think that you say everything you say, you understand there was people here, melanated people, black people, whatever you want to call them here in the Americas. But I feel like y'all lose connection when y'all say these people came from Africa. I feel like that's where the disconnect come in. We know these people was here before Columbus. We know all of this stuff, but then it always goes back to Africa. It's like, man, these people not from Africa.
So where do you assume life began?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, Si.
Go ahead.
I'm a person that study. I done studied Shank Answer Diop. I done studied the out of Africa theory. I done studied these things. So we know it's it's either a mono theory, meaning it's a singular theory, it's one origin of life, or it's a poly theory, meaning it's multiple origins of life. As far as which one it is, that is yet to be determined. But if it's one, then we can't say it's Africa. If it's multiple, then that's what we got. But if we gonna look at what we have right now in the present day, you really think we came from over there? If you look at those people over there, no disrespect to none of my African brothers, because it's 100% love and respect. But
do you do PowerPoint presentations?
I got presentations on my channel, so I've been trying to link with you so I can come on the channel and do something with you.
Put your number in the private chat. We're gonna set up a date, brother.
We gotta set up a date.
I would love for you to come do a show.
I gotta do a show, son.
Put your number in the private chat. I'm writing it down right now.
Somebody like me personally, son, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me just before you get off, man. I'm somebody that was following the Pan-African paradigm for years. I'm following Polite, Pharaoh, Jabari, the whole nine. Everybody that's doing their thing until I did my genealogy and realized none of my ancestors is from Africa, brother.
Wow, man, that's crazy, bro.
They not from
That's what and that's what Side don't realize. What a lot of us done came from the Pan African paradigm.
come from over there, so we know what y'all talking about. It's
Yep,
like
Haru, hold on, Haru. Put your number in the private chat so I can contact you.
The private chat.
Yeah, you see it is on the right side. It's all the way on the right side.
I want to disconnect.
Oh, nah, don't do it. Damn, you don't know how to do it, man?
Yo, brother,
It's gonna
what
be
test?
at the bottom. It's
Brother
gonna be at the
Heru.
bottom of your phone, bro.
Brother
your
Heru,
phone.
what test did you take? What test did you take, Brother Heru?
No, I ain't take no DNA test. I did something called genealogy through with my ancestors. So my grandmother told me she's Blackfoot Indian. So then when I did my genealogy, I realized her mother was Blackfoot Indian and her father was Cherokee.
So when you say you did your genealogy, you talking about like a family tree or something?
Hold on, brother. Let me finish. That's on my maternal side. Then when I go to my paternal side, I realize my ancestors is Arawakan. They from the Caribbeans. They from Jamaica. So
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to figure out. What method of genealogy did you take? Because I only know one or two, and that's doing the actual DNA test or putting together some type of family tree. So which one did you do?
It ain't about family tree. It's about documenting your family records. It should have held at vital statistics. You got to go to these towns
How are
and
you
go to
going to
court office,
document your
Library of
family records
Congress.
without having a family tree? You can't document no
Oh, you
family
gotta
records
just know
unless you first have a family tree.
it was only two ways, brother. That's where I'm confused. Who told you that? Where you get
Bro,
that from?
okay, so can you please explain to me and the people how you claiming because you're saying you did I think we need to figure out what the hell is genealogy. First of all, what is it when we're saying that? Because you guys are saying you did genealogy, but what did you do besides say that your grandma told you something? What method of genealogy did you do? What test did you take? What did you do?
Who's telling you gotta
Test did you take to go become a Pan African? Where you go sign up to do that at?
Yes, bro.
It's a belief.
Okay.
You go to
Okay.
these.
So how are you gonna have family records and you don't even have a family tree?
I got a family tree, brother.
Everybody got family tree, bro.
Thank you. That's the first step to doing genealogy is having a family tree. Thank you. That's the
Come with
first
a
damn
family
step.
tree. Even
That's
if you
the
didn't know
first
you
damn
had a
step.
family tree, you got
Goodness
one.
gracious.
So the key is understanding who your peoples is, so you can start at a basics. So
Which you guys clearly don't understand who your people are because you think you're everything but African. So you clearly don't understand who your people are. And that's why I'm confused and I'm trying to figure out what method of genealogy are you guys using to get this wild asinine conclusion that you're Aboriginal or Native American, anything other than an African, which is what you guys are, West African. And then hold on, hey Ru, hold on. Hey Ru.
You African, what African tribe you from?
My mom's tribe is Bamileke from Cameroon. I don't even expect you to hear that, know where it is, or none of that. My father's tribe is Bisa from Burkina Faso. How did I find this information out? By paying to take the African ancestry test by Rick Kittles, people who actually are educated at doing this, not just guessing.
Brother.
And you talk to any of your cousins over there?
Bruh, like I told you earlier, unless people in Africa are taking the test, there's no way you're going to have DNA matches. And African ancestry doesn't do DNA matches. Clearly, you haven't done the research.
How they finding your markers over there if they ain't doing the testing, bro? What do you mean?
Bruh, you don't listen very well. I said African ancestry doesn't do DNA matching. If you want DNA matching, you have to go to 23andMe or Ancestry.com. African ancestry specifically shows you what tribe you're coming from. You're shaking your head, but you've never purchased a DNA kit in your life. And
Brother.
you're going to sit here and say, you're going to sit here up here. Hold on. Hey, Ru, you're going to sit up here and say, look at those people in Africa. We don't look nothing like them. You sound like a damn ignorant fool to sit up here and say, look at them people over there and look at us.
Hey,
You sound stupid as hell.
DNA test is for entertainment purposes.
Hold on. Say cool. I need you to put your number in the back because I would love for you to come up and do a show on DNA.
I got a question for the brother, man.
Man, you can ask me whatever you want, but first of all, you guys need to figure out what genealogy is. Come tell me, Sarnetta, can we look up the word genealogy and what it is? What is the method of genealogy? And then let's see if these guys are doing genealogy or if they're just doing guessing work and making stuff up. I guarantee you, Sarnetta, if you pull up the definition of genealogy, these guys are not doing genealogy.
What's your ancestor's name that's from Africa, brother? Which slave ship did they come off that's from Africa, that's from the tribe that
What's your ancestor's name that comes from these made up Native American tribes you guys keep claiming?
Let me speak, brother. Like I just told you, I'm gonna say it again. My grandmother told me that we was Blackfoot
Do you
Indians.
guys hear this? My grandmama told me that we was Blackfoot. Do you know how many people's grandmama told them something and then they took a DNA test and there was no Native American in their goddamn chart?
We're gonna have a bill, brother. You gonna talk over me.
How this ain't a build? You guys are talking nonsense.
Okay.
This ain't building. When you're saying ignorant, stupid shit, you said my grandmama told me. That's your method of genealogy? Sir, that's not genealogy. My grandmama told me, my grandpapa told me, that's not genealogy. Genealogy is going to go do documentation, writing down
20 of your ancestors from Africa, homie.
Bruh, my ancestors came over here like your ancestors hundreds of years ago. How are we going to know somebody's name when they were stolen from their names, you idiot? Don't you know our ancestors were taken from our names, our religion, everything we know? That's why you're as ignorant as you are right here, right now. Because we were stripped from everything. And that's why you guys are sitting here calling yourself aboriginals right now. Simply because we went through the experience of slavery. That makes our people so goddamn ignorant. Now we're Israelites, we're Muslims, we're aboriginals, we're everything but a West African. It's really strange.
Africa.
You still haven't.
Bro, you asked me what tribe I came from. I told you what tribes I come from in Africa. I don't expect you to know anything about that.
Tribe,
you haven't even done a DNA test. Sitting up here talking about you guys as Aboriginal.
American Colonization Society
Can you
sent
tell
people
me
from America
where can
to
I
that
find
place.
more information about hold on. Where can I find more information about these Cucamonga cracker killers that you was telling me that you come from?
You ain't talking to me because I don't know what you talking about, bro.
That's what I want to know. I want to know about these Cucamonga cracker killers and how are we that?
Africa, that's what I want to know. Since you from Africa, since you from a tribe in Africa, you should be able to tell us, man, my great-great-grandfather got off the slave ship. And
No, buddy. No, Bucko. That's how I know I'm talking to somebody that doesn't have a lot of intelligence. It doesn't work that way, Bucko.
Brothers like you.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you about their grandparent that came off a slave ship. You can't tell us about nothing.
Something
Let me ask you this: what hominid DNA do you find in your genetic testing? What hominid DNA?
DNA, send some dog DNA to Ancestry.
Why would you ask me something like that and you ain't even taken a DNA test?
Because I'm asking you a question, bro.
Man, ask me a question once you take 23andMe and Ancestry.com and you see all that African in your chart, then come ask me some questions, fool. Other than that, you can't ask me nothing. Just keep talking about this nonsense y'all talking about, because anybody with intelligence that can hear this can understand that you guys are talking out the side of your mouth. This nigga said my grandmama told me. My grandmama told me. That's your genealogy, your grandma.
Don't shoot us with your flashlight. Calm down.
Man, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Top flight. Calm down.
That's fine, bro. I'm getting paid $34 an hour, so I'll be top flight. Do you got a job? Do you pay bills? Do you take care of your family? Mr. Aboriginal? Mr. Aboriginal? You don't sound intelligent enough to even have a job.
Be hostile, brother.
So come on.
You ain't gotta be hostile, brother. That's all.
But all I want to know is what is genealogy? Sarnetta, what is genealogy? Can you pull something up for us, please? Because I want to know, what are they doing for genealogy? What is genealogy? Your grandmama said?
Listen.
You can't have a conversation with somebody that's so emotional like this dude.
Emotional?
God damn it. Y'all gotta hold on. I gotta mute people. Yo, let's keep it respectful, brothers. We grown men. That's all I'm saying. Let's cut out the ad hominems and let's keep the conversation respectful for both sides. That's all. That way we can get a lot out. We wouldn't mind answering questions. You know? Let's keep it scholastic. So yeah, y'all I can finish. Aboriginal. The brother want to know what do you know about genealogy? Give us your definition of a genealogy.
Genealogy is the research and the study and documenting who your family is by records, by various different types of records, death certificates, birth certificates, land deeds, marriage proposals, house grading. I mean, you got so many documents that you find with your family records on there. I mean, so
Real records.
genealogy is the study of finding who your lineage is. Finding out who the people is in your lineage, possibly what they did, who they are, and what they are.
Giving it to you.
I hear what he's saying, and I agree with most of what he's saying. It's the study of your genealogy, your ancestors, your family. So your mother, your mother's mother, your mother's mother, your forefathers, everybody in the line. The best way to do it is to come up with the family tree. That's the best way to start. If you don't have a family tree, you don't even know who to research. You don't know their name. You don't have any information on that person, anything.
And let me say, I apologize because I might have misunderstood what you were saying earlier. You can't do genealogy without having an understanding of who your ancestors is, at least starting at the bare minimum, your grandmother and your grandfather.
Genealogy.
Most of us may even have the privilege to know who your great and your great great grandfathers and grandmothers is. So these are the bases that you start with.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again? Because I think that's important for Heru to understand. Most of us, like you just said, it's powerful if you can even get to your great, second grade, or third grade. Especially being African American, we were cut off from most of that information. So if you can pull that information, it's very powerful.
Somebody said this channel becoming a joke. Now I got so many documents and primaries, dude. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all tripping.
So let me ask this question: in you guys' family tree, how far back have you gone?
I
Second
don't know if y'all
generation,
know.
third?
I just want to say this on the record. I got 20
Genealogy.
debates. I got 20 debates. You know what I'm saying? On record. My last one was with Rob. I'm undefeated. I debated Bro Sanchez as well. I debated various different people. Dr. Reggie, Jabari Duncan.
Well, that's great, but this isn't a debate. We're just having a conversation. All I want to know is right now is
Look at
how far back, how you been able to go in your family tree to your third or fourth or fifth great grandparents?
Can I answer?
I went back to I think my fifth, sixth grade great
On each
grandmother.
line. On each line.
Right.
Not one individual line.
Tell us which one of your ancestors from Africa, brother, on your line.
Bruh, all of my black ancestors came from Africa. I'm not in denial about that. That's your guys' problem. I'm not saying that I'm not saying my ancestors don't come from Africa. I'm saying that they most certainly do, all of them.
And you doing
the only ancestors of mine that don't come from West Africa is the European ancestry that I have in my lineage from slavery, from them raping my ancestors.
From Africa, man. Y'all ain't from Africa, man. Y'all been right here on this land since the beginning of beginnings, and we just as ancient as them folks.
And that's where I'm gonna have to say peace and love to everybody, because anybody who's listening to that, who believe that, I think they know better than that. And I gotta go get home and relax. So peace and love to you guys. Sanetta, I enjoyed the platform. Thanks for having me on. I love you guys. Peace and Black African power. He know if he take a DNA test, it's gonna come from Africa. So that already lets me know y'all really know you come from Africa. You just
let me ask you a question, Kofa, before you go. Are there Aboriginal people in that continent that we call Africa?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first question, brother. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Are there Aboriginal peoples in that continent that they call Africa, brother?
I think that's an insane question. You know why? Because we here in the House of Consciousness, we believe Africa is the human cradle of human civilization. That's the birthplace of mankind. So of course,
I just asked a simple question.
So of course, yes,
it's a yes, right? It's Aboriginal people, though, right?
They're the original people on the planet. So yes,
Aboriginal people here too, brother. See you later, Aboriginal brother. Aboriginal power.
Key word. believe. They
Hey,
don't know.
if there are Aboriginal people here, they are, and they migrated from out of Africa and they came here and
Can you
settled
prove
here at
that?
some
Can you
point in
prove
time.
that? Can you prove
And they
that?
came
Can you
here and
prove the
settled here at
Olmecs?
some
Can
point in
you prove
time.
the Olmecs and the Mayans migrated from Africa, brother?
Can,
Can you
can
prove
you
that?
prove can you prove that you are a Mayan and not an African? That you know your DNA is
Yeah,
gonna say that you
yeah,
are?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can. Yes, I can. Yes,
So
I
you
can.
fighting against your own DNA, brother. You son that
I'm
I
not,
can't do
brother.
it. They fighting against themselves. Love you guys. Gotta go.
Listen, brother. We have, like I told you, we got genealogical records. There you go again with the DNA test. You boys addicted to the DNA stuff. Y'all got to get out, think outside the box sometimes.
Hey yo, hey Power, let me ask you, man. Will you be all right if I let Real Rap up, or y'all not talking? What's up?
Yeah, I already done told you to get down with cuz. I'm not here to do none of that with
Hey,
fam.
Real Rap, I'll talk to
I
you.
don't talk to people like that, bro.
Yeah, I talk to you. Y'all brothers don't get along. I'm not gonna put y'all up here like that. We got the young champ in the building, brother Commission the Debt. What's up, my brother? Unmute yourself.
Peace and blessings.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
and
Peace and
blessings.
love, sir. Yes,
Peace,
sir. Peace to the family. Peace to the panel. You know, I'm just coming here to give honors. I see the brothers on here. I just want to show a little support. You know, I see our family demonstrating the Aboriginal degree. I always like to say we indigenous to the planet. You know, meaning that we was everywhere. Our people was everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I heard
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's undeniable. Because anywhere you go, you'll find ancient relics, like monuments with us being there. Not just what we're saying, it's all over the place. Even the Europeans know this. But a lot of people don't know it is evidence, you know, of some of the DNA testing that we take that shows a connection between us and Africa. I'm gonna show you a prime example, just speaking of it. For example, they'll tell you that I'm 85% sub-Saharan West African, right? Senegambian, you know, Mauritanian roots, right? Coming across the Sahel, my ancient markers go into the Sudan. They started in the Sudan, and that's the oldest portion of it. But now I can see that there were slaves that were brought over here having the same DNA markers that I have from Senegambia. Some were taken into Spain, some were taken into another region, Portugal, and some came into the United States of America, all having the same DNA. Now, the breaking point in that aspect is where, of course, we were scattered abroad all over the place. They cut the lineage off. So it's almost impossible for us to go and say exactly, that's my grandmother, my grandfather. But the DNA link actually shows, you know, that I'm linked up with some people that actually were brought over here as slaves, you know, in that particular region is proven. Like all you got to do is look up the EM2 gene and it's going to tell you exactly who these people were. And actually it's going to say some of them was here before Columbus got here, 1453. It's going to show you that some of our people set foot in Mexico, bro, you know, according to that. You know, I just wanted to add that on. So what we have to look at, and this will stop our argument. If you want to be Aboriginal, all is well. That's what you choose to be. But no, that's a construct that was created recently, just like Native American. That's not to take a shot at the Aboriginal community. You know, it's best to just say indigenous, so to speak. You know, and so when we get into this aspect here, then we understand some of our people were here. No doubt. Some of us were brought here too. And once you understand that, the argument, it ain't no need to argue after that.
That's
okay,
really
so if you want to be Aboriginal, be Aboriginal, but recognize some of our people were brought here. Now, what is my proof of saying this? I literally, and I think this was a godsend, I literally met the European, you know, basically son, the world's greatest treasure hunter. I keep telling people this, Mel Fisher. His son was Cane Fisher. I met this man. He told me, he the one that first told me the man with the gold make the rules, because he was trying to get me to invest in some of their bullion. So I learned about antiquity value and gold. Man, them people family was attacked by, you know, the federal government for the stuff that they had found. Because, you know, in maritime law, Can't nobody really get none. So what they got to do, they got to pirate up and come get you. So they literally shot the boat up, took his brother off the county. He passed from. And this cause they won in court. They won all that stuff they got, but they had in their possession. This man told me, and you can go look at the museum right down here in Key West, slave shackles, brother, from the adults to the babies on some of the ships that they had found his father. So that's proof that slavery actually took place. The Atocha, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. You know, these ships was found by Mel Fisher, bro. And so when you go into that, that's enough right there to kill the argument that slavery didn't happen right there. So like I said, I think it was meant for me to meet that guy because I never knew I would have to use this information to verify because it's right there in the museum right now. Can't nobody deny that. Rusted shackles and chains, brother. The ones that go around your neck. The ones they wrote about in the book. I just want to say that right there.
I mean, I ain't denying that you might could find some ships and shackles and things remaining that directly come from slavery. But like I reiterated earlier, the first slaves to enter this land would have been pale skin in North America. We know that they came in 1618. Before the documents show them in 1616. We got the Virginia Assembly records saying that Negroes and Indians own these so-called pale skins to the such extent where they had to pass a law for where no Negro could own a Christian. So, you know, I'm not in denial that you could find those particular relics. But shout out to you.
But did you hear me say that in 1453 we was already here before Christopher Columbus got here in Mexico?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
so
sir.
that's before the 1600 date you gave. You see what I'm saying? Not to
are you saying we as in African?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. You know, in it's a lot more in history showing that we even navigated, you know, these areas long before they came here. But you got to realize these things had to be written out of the record because it would have made us be the ones they called Native Americans. And if we would have been the ones they called Native Americans, which we really are, the true people that were here first, then that means we would lay claim to the land. You understand? That's why they had to write that out of the record. It's still there. The information is there, but it had to be written out of the record, brother.
No, you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. And that was one of the main missions for them coming over here under Pope Nicholas.
And I'm gonna give you
the doctrine of discovery, right?
And I'm gonna give you
so we know exactly what that mission was for.
And I'm gonna
to subdue the people here.
I'm gonna give you a great key, brother. And you know, our brother G.M. James was killed, brother, for the information that he revealed. People like to sweep that under the rug, but he was killed for that. You know, he was killed for admitting that we was the African God man, that we was the true people that was being spoke of. Our brother was killed for that because he took an oath not to say those things. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying that these records are known, but they are being held in secrecy, you know, and only people can get up here that have courage enough to speak it, that's willing to die, willing to lay their life. So we got to stop being cowards. I'm speaking in general with some of our people. Letting people
I probably disagree with that. I feel like a lot of these people that had these early African sentiments, from your Absalom Jones, your Paul Cuffeys, your James 14s, these was all sentiments uttered from someone that they was conditioned by. And so when we look at their African sentiments, the Back to Africa movement, the American Colonization Society, that was formulated and pretty much regurgitation from pale skins.
But good
and we
brother,
can get into naming those.
What G.M. James did, no sir, that was actually in opposition to Western academia. G.M. James did something different because he spoke on things that had never been spoke on. Even some of our people attacked him for that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to put him in a different class. His brother literally was killed because of that information. So when we go into the history behind this, what I'm saying is there is a lot of things that are hidden, you know, because some of our people fear. See, I don't fear getting up here telling you, you can't scare me. You know, I done
Nah,
had too many
we
pistols
just building.
pulled on me,
You
you know.
sharing information. You sharing information. I'm sharing information. But
Right.
what I'm saying is the reason we hear about these terms Africa being put on us so hard is because of these particular people. And I'm saying they come directly from the church. They come directly from the same people who concentrated this doctrine of discovery. You know what I'm saying? Who formulated manifest destiny. So what I'm saying later on through society, we see this education system to be influenced by the church, and they had their own agendas
That's
behind it.
correct.
It later on become an influence in the college and in the collegiate areas at Columbia University, getting CIA funded directly for these particular societies,
That's
and we see
correct.
that they have these Africa term attached to it every time. You see
Good
what I'm
brother.
saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Let me show you something. When I'm speaking to you, right, for example, and I don't feel you taking offense to what I'm saying, the conversation that we have to have as a people is be able to bridge the gap. The hourglass has literally ran out of sand, bro. Time is up. We got to come to hold up. We got to come together, irregardless of what we believe. Put that to the side and find common ground instead of religious gang banging, political gang banging, social gang banging. You see, we got to put that to the side because those who were brought over here of our ancestors, I say it all the time, when they was on the bottom of that ship, good brother, they didn't care where they was from. It didn't matter if you was from the Congo. It didn't matter where you was from Nigeria. They only had one thing on their mind: freedom. They was trying to get to the top deck. So that's what we got to try to do. We got to bridge the gap. You see, whether you call yourself Aboriginal, nothing wrong with
I
it.
agree. I agree
We
with you,
got
and I
to
don't know if you
bridge
was.
the gap, though.
I don't know if you was listening earlier. I came on earlier. Like we can all find a common ground based off of us
That's right.
claiming our set class of land. For us, for any melanated brother to argue that another melanated set of people created great accomplishments and created great technology and science on one land is crazy to be argued. What I'm saying is we original. We should be able to come together on that. The reason
Now
we
let me
stand
show
so
you
much.
something.
Now, hold on, let me say something else real quick because this is why we do what we do, because we're making claims to stuff that's being ignored, contributions and things that our ancestors have manifested. I'm talking about inventions, contributions, innovations is not being attached or properly being put on the proper people. So I feel like we have to stand up about a set class of history. You can't go study Aboriginal history. They don't talk about Olmecs in the scholastic form. They don't talk about pre-Toltec. They don't talk about pre-Mayan. They don't talk about these calendars like the Macintosh or the Peristele. They talk about 43, 47 octillion years that my ancestors or people in this land documented themselves. So what I'm saying is I want to add proper credence to what my ancestors built. Everybody get they properly recognition from what they did, but we don't get the proper recognition for what we did. So that's why we stand on what we did and what we do, because the evidence is here. The archaeological evidence is here. The epigraphy is here. The science is here. You know, and now mainstream archaeologists coming their way to put it in these scientific journal reports to confirm
Good
it.
brother, you made a powerful statement when you talked about land. One of the principles of the Pan-African movement, you know, when you deal with the New African movement, is free the land. You see what I'm saying? If you free the land, you can free the man, right? But you can't do that under corporate governance, and you can't do that under any type of governance that make you subject to somebody else's jurisdiction. So, for example, if you say you Native American, or you say that you are just say Aboriginal, but you are subjugated under federal laws of the United States, right? You are still in the egg crate, so to speak. If you go into dealing with these different groups that are calling themselves the nation of this, the nation of that, or this type of nation, that type of Nubian nation, Hebrew nation, you know, Moorish nation, if you are not a part and partial of your own independence, where you have built your own government, if you ain't thinking on that line right, that's the only thing that can unite all of us, family. It's government, centralized government. That means you can be who you is, but we under our own nation. When we start thinking like that, Then we are thinking outside of the box. But as long as we thinking my little group over here, my little clique over here, that little set over there, y'all over here, we over there, we'll never be able to build something. So ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. I'm gonna land my plane right here. Why is it that you have people calling themselves, for example, you got certain people that say they Moors, right? But they believe that they part of the United States government. Same people that's oppressing our people. You got people that say they Nation of Islam, but they still, their organization is subject to the United States of America. You got people say they the most powerful in the world, Masonic, but their organization is still on the United States of America. You got the new Black Panther Party. All of these groups are created under the United States of America, but they say that they are fighting against the oppression or the oppressor. You know, no matter what group we put together, Hebrews, whatever, and this ain't a diss to them. I'm trying to get you to see the big picture. I spoke on the people that I'm part and partial of, the Moors. I put them in there too. I'm saying that the ones that don't have the knowledge of self-determination, brother, that we got to break away. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't got to pick up no gun to do that. Because one of the main things they asked us when we went forth to be recognized as a nation is there a unanimous will among your people to be free? And we can't say it's a unanimous will among our people to be free. Everybody don't want to be free. They think they still can be free. And this way you ain't got to be trying to vote your way out of something. If you just break and do your own thing, ain't nothing against the law from doing that. The problem is we won't come together and do it. We want to keep going back and forth over pettiness. And we ain't getting the bigger picture. Until we come together as government. I'm going to say that again. Government. I ain't talking about under somebody else. Our movements being brought under our own government. We're going to continue to suffer the way that we've been suffering. So we shouldn't be trying to boycott.
I agree to that. I'm not really going to respond to that because I agree to that. We talk on that. We even talk about the historical aspects of what government is and how it was occupied here. So you
Yes,
know,
sir.
we try to relate all that because people think that was primitive living here. Well, we have apartment complexes in North America that go back 2,000 years with paved roads and government, sanitation, transport. Like, so I'm not really gonna get into that. I have all the primary documents to prove it. I'll be on here tomorrow. We'll get with Sai.
And know I come to you as your brother. I'm not
Yes,
coming
sir.
to you as
Absolutely.
your adversary.
Absolutely.
Even
Listen,
if you
absolutely.
don't recognize me as such, I recognize you as my brother.
Absolutely, brother.
Peace and love,
Absolutely.
family.
There's no ill will. Peace and blessings, brother.
Yes, sir. Peace and love.
Hey, Sai, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I worked the 16 today. I just did want to come and chop it up, though. I don't really get to come and
All
chop
right.
it up.
Yo, I appreciate the questions, man, because I like that, and that gives me an opportunity.
Hey, listen, Sai, when you, like I said, when you get a chance, come over to the channel. I want to put you on the Word on the Street Wednesday. I got some more hot seat questions and said so you can clear the air about the naysaying. You know.
Yes, let's do it. We'll get it in. Yo, Commission, I'm out, man. You came in late. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, most definitely. Love you, Si.
Appreciate you, brother. Love you too, man.
Peace and love, brother.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother Si. I'm finna
Peace,
leave
man.
my work in the back chat for you, brother.
All right. Peace to you, brother.
All right.
All right. Let me see what we're working with on this Cash App. Let me see what we're working with on the Cash App. We got 828 people in the building. 828 people in the building. Let me go see. There's no way that we ain't passed $500 yet. It should be no way we are not past $500 if everybody's chipping in. If everybody's chipping in $1, we should be past $500. Show some support, show some love. I'm getting ready to bring you the baddest debate of the year, Dr. Ali Muhammad and brother Jabari.
The opponent from whoever gave the previous round. So when Jabari goes, right, before Chief Ali goes, he gets a 3-minute rebuttal before he gets into his 20 minutes. After the 3 20-minute rounds and then the 3 3-minute rebuttals, we have a cross-examination that will consist of 3 questions each. After each question, the debater being asked the question will get a 1-minute response. And then we have a 5-minute closing for each debater. All right, then we got a 5-minute closing for each debater. The rules: first, debaters' cameras must remain on. All right, we want the people to see how we getting it in, so y'all got to keep y'all cameras on. Second, if you need your time stopped for any reason, let me know. We definitely want to make sure everybody's treated fairly and you're able to get out all your information properly. Third, no cursing or ad hominem or personal attacks. It's a loss of 3 minutes speech time. After the first time, you get a warning. After that warning, it's a loss of 3 minutes speech time. I know you brothers are very intelligent, so I'm not expecting we have to deal with that too at all, really. And then lastly, you only speak during your speech time. No interrupting, right? And again, we're dealing with scholars, so we're not expecting to have to deal with those issues. Do the debaters have any questions?
No.
No questions? All right. Well, with that being said, we could go ahead.
Have a coin? Do you have a coin on you to see which one would like to go first? They could call it in the air.
Let me share my screen real quick. I got the flip coin.
Go down, y'all. Make sure y'all. We're gonna try.
Got to worry about.
No. That's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, who we gonna call in this, huh?
Which one of y'all want to call it? Which one of y'all want to call it?
You can call Brother Ali.
Okay, I got it. Heads.
All right. It's heads. How you want to do it, Ali?
I'm going first.
All right.
Ali funny, man.
Chief Ali going first.
I'm gonna
call it. Get 20 minutes on the clock. I'll come in when you got 10. I'll come in when you got 5, when you got 2, and then the last 10 seconds. Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go ahead and get the timer started.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
If you're conscious and awakened, you heard about Signetter TV. If you're conscious, why you hating? Some of us think too small, just too afraid to fall. If you're conscious and awakened, you know that the studio gets deep. Black news and history in the making. Let's get up from the fall, wise up and take it all.
Seem like everybody watch the House of Consciousness. Got them tuning in here in the States to every continent. You got your holy book, your references and documents, then hit your brother's sign, get it cracking if you're confident. Signetter TV, it don't get no more reality. It's helping us stay mindful of the struggle in totality. Humble yourself and let the commentary resonate. Living in these times, this here is sure to help you
enter in a new zone. Hope the dialogue ain't too strong. Y'all know that we've been waiting too long.
And ever since I stepped into this paradigm, it's the time all I got is building on my mind.
TV is a black throne, where kings and queens come get their facts on. Just be prepared to have your mind blown.
And ever since I stepped into this paradigm, most of the time all I got is freedom on my mind. For real, for real.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
believing that bullshit that you've been told, and you need that info. Sonetta TV, Sonetta TV. Tune in to consciousness and watch the lies fold, then you can let the truth flow. On Sonetta TV, Sonetta TV. When you feel that melanin about to explode, like you feel the wind blow, it's Sonetta TV, Sonetta TV. I know you got the truth, but you can get more, so you continue to grow. Sonetta TV, Sonetta TV. If you're conscious and awakened, you heard about Sonetta TV. If you're conscious, why you hating? Some of us think too small, just too afraid to fall. If you're conscious and awakened, you know that the studio gets deep. Black news and history in the making. Let's get up from the fall, wise up and take it all.
Ready? Open fire!
Like the video, thumb up the video.